Please subscribe to Uipath ExpoHub channel and hit the bell icon. Be the first person to watch the latest automation video. Hello friends, welcome back to Uipath ExpoHub channel. Today we are going to see Uipath VB.NET phone number use case using string.copy function. String copy function. You will be wondering why I am saying this. Yes, this is a very important activity and you have to learn this. So the copy function generally copy the value of a variable to another variable, which you can simply do it by assign activity. But again, by learning this is going to dynamically help you to assign some value where you cannot have the option of using a assign activity, or it will help you to reduce your number of codes, right, number of activities. So just by knowing this code. So let's see what I'm talking about VB.NET string.copy and how can I build the phone number use case. So let's see that. So here I have already built this. I'm going to run through and we are going to build it. Okay, this is going to take little time, but again, by spending little time on this use case, you are going to learn a lot of things, I can assure you. So let me run it and show you, then you will find the value. So what it is going to do, the moment I run this project, right, it is going to ask me confirm your phone number. Okay, so let's say I'm confirming some random number. This is not my phone number, so I'm putting some random number and clicking on OK. The moment I do this, what it's saying, your phone number, concentrate on this one, your phone number does not match with our records. Would you like to update your phone number, which is your phone number is 1234578990, again a demo number. Okay, so that means it is showing you the current number what is there in your records and asking permission from the customer, would you like to update your number. Let's say customer says yes, because he has already entered a number here, right, in the input dialog box. So here you are clicking on yes. The moment you do this, it will automatically update. We have updated your phone number to whatever he has entered. Okay, so how nicely it has been done, and this is a very beautiful use case which you need, right, phone number use case. Let's see that how do I implement in Uipath. Okay, just to ensure everything is clear, everything is proper, let me delete everything so that I can start from the beginning, and please continue with me so that you will learn. Okay, so the very first thing what I will do, I will simply use a input dialog. Okay, now in the input dialog I am going to ask the customer, please confirm your phone number. Okay, so I'm just simply asking the customer, please confirm your phone number. Now the moment he enters, I want to store that into a variable which I have already created. Let's say input. Has it got deleted? Okay, it got deleted, it's fine. So here I am saying control plus K and I am saying input variable. Okay, so here whatever customer is entering, it is going to come over here. All right, after that, let's say you have a record somewhere and I'm going to simply create a record here saying phone number, and I'm going to give it a value, default value, let's say 12345678990. So here I'm not changing it to integer, I'm simply keeping a string. This can also be a string, right? So I'm simply keeping it as a string and storing it. Okay, so the phone number is default number as per our records is stored over here. Okay, now the next thing I have to do, I have to match with our records, right? So for that, what I will do, I'll simply use a if activity, right, and here I have to match with the number. So what is that? So I will simply say phone number, right, dot equals. So this is again a VB.NET code which I've already taught in the playlist. So I am saying equals, and in the bracket I am going to simply put input variable, right? So if both of these are matching, the phone number variable which is here, phone number variable, if that is matching with the input variable, right, if both of them are matching, that's where, if matching, then you will simply show a message box stating thank you, your phone number is matching with our records, right, something like that you will say to the customer. So he's happy. Now let's say if the phone number is not matching, right? Then what to do? Then again you will show a message box, right? A message box which you will say a phone number is not matching, and you have to also learn to show him a button, yes, no, would you like to update, yes or no, correct? How to do that also we will see. So here what I'm going to write, I'm going to say your phone number, let me put it in a bigger screen. So here I'm going to say your phone number is not matching with our records, right? So here you are also showing him the phone number. So the phone number is stored in the phone number variable. So phone number again, which is a string. So plus here what you want to say, here you want to ask him a question, would you like to update your number? Okay, here you are asking question. So the moment you ask the question, you want it to show, the message box to show yes or no button, right? So if you are aware, it is really good. If not, this is the place here where I can select, let's say yes, no. Okay, the moment I select here the button yes, no, the message box will have a button yes, no. Clear? Okay, let's say he's selecting yes, then I'll put a if condition over here, and here in the if condition I am going to say what his choice, right? The moment he enters yes, what happens, there is an output here. So what you do, control plus K, here you create a variable called output variable, let's say whatever name you want to give. So this value, if he's selecting yes, this will contain over here. So here I am saying output variable dot equals, okay, dot equals, here in the bracket I have to simply say yes. Okay, if it is yes, if he has said yes, then what you want to do, see I am, so here in the message box I have to update the number. So how I will do, this is the trick. So let me show you the slightly bigger screen. So here I am saying we have updated your number to, okay, give a space. Here what I'm going to do, plus sign. So our phone number is stored where? In the phone number variable dot copy. Okay, so here I am simply using dot copy. So sometimes you will not find this copy, like copy 2 is coming but copy is not coming. Don't worry, copy is a function. Okay, dot copy. Now in the double quotes you have to put the variable name, input variable. So input variable contains his original number, is going to pass his value to this phone number. Okay, so let's see that. So how it is doing the job, save it. Now here if I run this now, let's see the output. Okay, so I did not write the else one, you can write it, but again my objective is met. So let me show you. So here first thing is asking please confirm your phone number. So let's say I'm confirming 987, some random number I'm putting, okay, and I'm clicking on all right. The moment I do this, what is happening, it is telling your phone number is not matching with our records, because your phone number is 123456789. Would you like to update your number, it's asking. So the moment I say yes, it is updating my number. We have updated your number to 987, so whatever I have entered in the beginning. Okay, so this is a very great example, very great use case, and that I am pretty sure you'll be using in a couple of your projects. Thank you very much guys for watching this. Please do subscribe to our channel, do not forget, and please do not forget to hit on the like button. Please support us, please motivate us by doing these small actions on our channel. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Thank you very much. Have a great day guys. Thank you.